Welcome to another episode of Michael W. Evans. As I had promised you, I'll be dropping content from time to time. Purely construction, perfectly done, well executed. Today I come with a very basic episode about masonry wall construction, and I will basically be talking about the procedure step by step, what you're supposed to do to ensure that quality is attained, and at the same time to ensure that productivity is also achieved, because at the end of the day you want to attain quality and you also want to ensure that your people are being productive. Yes, so you'll just bear with me for a few minutes of your time. I'll give you quite an interesting episode. So please, before I proceed, hit that button and subscribe to this channel. And please remember to turn on that notification bell so that you don't miss out for the future content. The first step is always setting out, the initial course of your stonework. But before that is done, the surface is well prepared, all the dirt is removed, and water is added to enhance bonding between the slab and the stonework. So you start by doing your initial joint mortar of at least 25 millimeters. We usually recommend 25 to 30 millimeters. It should be okay. In the case where you are doing your walling on a ground floor slab, you will be required to use a damp-proof course, usually called the DPC. But in our case, we are doing it on a suspended slab, so that is not required. So after the initial joint mortar, you will add your stone, of course, having been set well, one by one. And then after that is done, you'll have your second course, after which a hoop iron is to be introduced, just the way you are seeing it here. And in the case where you have columns existing, you have to ensure proper anchorage of the hoop iron, just to avoid the development of cracks at the joint between the walling and the columns. This hoop iron, helps strengthen your wall, to avoid, and of course also to distribute the loading on the wall so that you don't develop cracks in the future. So that is done, and the stonework continues, one stone after one stone, checking out all the factors, all the parameters, the plumpness, the straightness of the wall, and it goes on like that. And as you can see, the walls are going up fast. Of course, we also have quite a number of skilled people working on the walls. So basically that is what is done, what I'm just trying to explain. And you see, apart from production, you also want to ensure that quality is attained, and for you to do that, you will heavily rely on the skilled personnel that you have. Another factor that will enhance your quality or the quality of the outcome, it's the amount of time that you give and the amount of supervision that you put into this work. Usually the more the supervision, the more you give, the better the outcome. So this is maintained throughout the entire period of this work, and at the end of the day you will end up with beautiful walls like the ones you are seeing here. And so you will only remain with one main duty or exercise. You have to ensure that curing is properly done for these walls, at least for 7 days continuous, just to enhance the strength of the walls, and you will have a very beautiful and strong structure, just the way you see it here. So that is it for today. Hit that button, subscribe to this channel, and support our course.